You won't believe what I made using just an old kitchen towel and some cement. I began by cutting a towel into a square piece of fabric and mixing my cement to a smooth yogurt-like texture. I prepped my mold by weighing down a bottle and taping a cup on top to get the desired height. Then, I dipped the towel into the mixture. Once fully saturated, I draped it over the mold, shaping the folds exactly how I wanted them, and cinched the top with a string. To give it structure, I watered down the remaining cement and brushed it right over the fabric so it soaks in and hardens strong. Once it was fully cured, I took off the string and peeled it away from the mold. I lightly sanded the surface and smoothed it with a final coat of slurry. After it dried completely, I spray primed it, painted it my desired color, and tied a rope around the base to finish the look. Here is your trendy designer dupe cement vase, a crafty budget-friendly decor to any room.
Grab an old lampshade from a thrift store. First, you need to wet your lampshade thoroughly with some water. Then, you need to mix up your cement slurry. We mixed together 2 cups of water, 4 drops of dishwashing soap, and 4 cups of cement. Basically, you need enough to make a sandy paint mixture. I then painted this mixture on the wet lampshade and let it dry completely. Now, it's time to make a cement base for the pot. To do this, mix together 2 cups of water, 1/4 a teaspoon of dishwashing soap, and about 7 cups of the cement mix. Pour the mixture into the bottom of the lampshade. I used a paper straw as well to mark where we needed the drainage hole for the pot. After letting the cement fully dry and cure, we then used a drill to drill in the drainage hole. And then I added some potting soil and a beautiful fall mum on top. I placed it on my porch with all my other pumpkins, and it made for the perfect do-it-yourself cement pot for all my fall decor.
For this project, grab a little measuring cup or something plastic to lay some fabric over. Place that cup upside down just so you can get a nice big square of fabric cut out. What we're going to do is put that upside down and lay the fabric over. You want to make sure you have enough to lay over and it drapes over the sides. Next, some fast setting cement. Make sure it says cement, not concrete, and it has a work time of at least 20 minutes or more. Once you get it, go ahead and pour some of that into a bucket that you're going to mix the cement with some water. Now, if you mix too much water at a time, you can always add more cement. And if there's not enough water, just add it. Keep stirring. Remember, you only have about 20 minutes to work with it, but we want to get it nice and soupy. Now, if you like a messy project, this one's for you. Just take that cloth that you cut out and get it all drenched in that cement. Cover it as best you can. Lay it over the cup, and then we're going to spread it out. We want to make sure it's all spread out along the edges so it has something flat. Now I mixed up some more cement, but I wanted to make sure it's a little runnier on this one. We're going to put it right on the top, but let it drape over the side. Don't worry, it's looking a little messy right now, but it's going to look good. Next, I grabbed a little chip brush, one that's disposable, with a little bit of water. Keep dipping the water, and I'm going to use it to smooth out the sides. I know it looks really messy right now, but stick with me. We're just going to keep working it all the way around, and it's going to smooth right out. What happens is we want to build it up and make it strong. It looks really weak right now, but that's okay. Once this cement dries, it's going to look good. Now, watch this little secret. Take some of that powder. If it's too wet, you just drop that on there. Sprinkle it on like salt and pepper. It's going to harden right up, and you just keep doing that over and over again. Again, grab that chip brush and get it wet, and just keep working it around. It's going to smooth that cement right out. Once we let it dry for about an hour, I'm going to put some more right on top because I want to give it a special look. Just let it drape right over the bottom like that. It's going to give it like a little thick base, but I use a stick because I want to make sure the flat base will sit on the table. Once it's dry, it takes about 4 hours. Just flip it right over. Now this might be surprising, but it's not yet done. We still got some cloth showing. So you're going to mix up your last batch of cement and pour it in. We want to fill all those little valleys, crooks, and crevices. Don't worry if it gets inside the plastic bucket. That's going to be just fine. Take that chip brush again and smooth that cement all over. Just get it laid on over. If you need to add a little bit more, go right ahead. Remember, this thing's going to strengthen right up and it's going to just be strong as ever. Last thing I'm going to do is work the inside just to let that drape right over that plastic cup. And once I get done, it's going to look great. Now we're going to let this harden up for another couple hours and it's time to plant. Look at that wonderful little concrete planter. Now, if you want to add some paint, you can do that also. But this is a wonderful design. It's really strong and it can be used outside. I hope this inspired you to build your own concrete DIY planter. For today's project, we're going to need a bucket or a bowl that has some designs on it. Don't worry, this one's got holes in it, but that's not going to be a problem. We're going to take some tape and we're going to cover all these holes up. It's very important that when you lay the tape, just do it in little pieces. You're not going to want to just cover the whole thing. Push it on there pretty good. Don't worry about what it looks like. That's not going to be our concern. All we want to do is make sure that none of our concrete is going to leak out of the bowl. So once you get all that tape on there, go ahead and flip it over. Make sure everything's colored. Turn it back over again. We're going to look for any daylight. If we don't see any, we're good to go. Now we're going to get some quick setting cement. Set it down. Pour a little bit of water in first. Now we're going to put some pigment in that. It doesn't take much, just a little bit. Watch this. That's all you need right there. Take that bucket and swirl it around and get all that water mixed in there. You're going to see a lot of dust here. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. So go ahead and put that concrete in. I've got some gloves, so that way I can just mix it by hand. That way I can check the consistency, make sure it's about pancake batter. That's what we're going to want because we want it to flow, but not too much. Once you get it all mixed up, just start putting in your bowl with all the tape on the edge. Just set it in there, and once you get it, go ahead and start wiping it around the sides. We're going to go ahead and fill those holes now. It's easier to do when you got a little bit in. Keep going until you get about roughly 2 to 3 inches on the bottom of concrete. Again, keep mixing all the way around the sides. That's going to give it a little bit strength. It's almost like we got a bowl within a bowl. Once we get all of that mixed in, it's time to mix a new color, and this one's going to be gray. We're going to do it exactly the same as the red. Mix it in, swirl, add a little bit more water, and then we're going to add some concrete. Put the last bit in there. Once it's mixed up, go ahead and pour the whole thing right inside our bowl. Once you get a lot of that poured right on in, we're going to grab us a cheap little bowl and we're going to smash it down in there. That's going to give our cavity that we need for putting in potting soil or our plant. Once you get it in, let's just go ahead and smooth it out. It's going to get rid of any air bubbles, but we need to make sure it's full. Add a little bit more of that concrete. And then I grabbed an oversized popsicle stick, and it's almost like putting icing on a cake. We're going to smooth that out because this is going to be our top. We want it to look good. So take our little stick, anything you got. Also clean up the sides. You're going to have a lot less cracking if we make sure our bowl sides are cleaned up. Once it dries for a few hours, pop that little bowl out of the middle. Don't worry if there's little cavities, that's fine. Now we're going to turn it over and we're going to take all this tape off. Some of that concrete might stick to the tape. That's normal. Just let it go. Now work it around and pull that bowl off and look at that. What a wonderful template that made. Look at all those little designs. Now it's time to plan it, put our plan in, and display it. Now this can be used for indoor or outdoor because it's made of concrete, but I love the two-tone color to it. It's better to mix it that way instead of painting. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I did and gave you some inspiration for your own DIY concrete planter. Thank you for watching Home Talk, and we'll catch you next time.